זאבים, אבל שיהיה יותר מהר. אני מבקש לא לצלם אותי. זה מהחול, הפפרצי מהחול.
Got too much in the north. That's what you said, that they've asked you to lower the amount of
למצלמות.
It is the distribution of the aid is something that the international organizations are responsible for, and unfortunately it's also something that we've seen as the biggest obstacle to aid making its way to where it needs to get to. With sometimes hundreds of trucks worth of aid waiting, for example, on the Gaza side of Kerem Shalom. The distribution is something that is up to the international organizations. We of course work together with them in order to facilitate that distribution. We help coordinate their movements throughout the Gaza Strip. So in terms of what we're seeing and in terms of the conversations that we're having, the UN organizations, what they're saying to us and the assessment that they're sharing with us is that there is enough humanitarian aid making its way to the north. And that is also our assessment. Again, our assessment is based on conversations that we have with people on the ground, the knowledge of how many trucks are coming into the Gaza Strip, how many are being coordinated to the north, and it is our understanding that there is a sufficient amount. It's also important to understand that we're placing no limit on the amount of humanitarian aid that can make its way to the north. And if a specific organization feels that more aid needs to be facilitated to the north, we are more than happy to coordinate that together with them. Well, I would disagree that UNRWA is the main distributor because there are other organizations on the ground that are distributing the humanitarian aid. And as I've said in recent weeks, we've seen additional organizations take larger parts of that, and other UN agencies bringing trucks into Gaza as well. But I think it's also important to remember that UNRWA is unique to this situation, but in other conflicts, the UN has other agencies in which it leans on in order to distribute humanitarian aid, and just as the UN has in other conflicts increased its capacity, we think it should do so here as well.